Fam, my beautiful fam. How are you doing today on this beautiful Sunday? Hope you're doing good. I hope you're getting all the things you need and you deserve. Your sister loves you so much. I think you're wonderful and phenomenal people. You know how I feel about you, right? Hope you're having a blessed day, and I'm wishing you nothing but love and light on all your journeys, especially on this journey, because I know it's rough. But you got it. Your sister know you got it. You're up this morning, you're up today, or wherever you are in the world. If you're up listening or whatever you got going on, cooking, cleaning, sweeping, hell, drinking you some wine, whatever the case may be, remember that you're here, and that means that you're succeeding, right? Your sister believes in you, and I love you so much. I know it's rough, but you got this shit. Trust me. You got it. Listen, this video right here is about the invisible connection that you and the narcissist has. And what I mean by that is after the discard or even while you're still with a narcissist, it's amazing how they have it's like an invisible tie, right? And some people will say it's spiritual, which I believe that's true too. So I guess it all ties in together. Spiritual tie, emotional tie, soul tie, bow tie. I don't give a shit. You're tied to them, right? To a certain degree. And why I'm talking about that is the funny thing about it is how a narcissist can feel when you are healing. You don't even have to tell them. Nobody else has to tell them. Why do you think when you start healing and get to a certain place, that's usually when the Hoover comes in? Why do you think when you get to a certain space when you no longer want them, now all of a sudden most of them have a light bulb moment? Because you're not even in communication with the narc. You're not even talking to them. You're not even around the flying monkeys, flying rats, roaches. Whatever. You're not about, you ain't around nothing that's flying. Not even a plane. And here comes this Hoover, or here comes this, all of a sudden out the blue, bam, here they are again with this epiphany about everything, fake epiphany, I mean, about how they can see who you are now. They made a mistake going on with the new supply, or they just made a mistake leaving you, period. And you're wondering, like, how in the hell do you have a tracking device on me? How do you know this? Because it's an invisible tie that you have with them. But it's not a good tie, of course. It's a toxic tie. But it's a tie nonetheless, because at the end of the day, the enemy, whatever you want to call it, the devil, whatever, because if you believe in God, you know there's also the other side of this shit now, and the shit is real. We're not going to go deep there, but your sister can tell you some stories one day, maybe I will. It's very deep and it's very true. Listen to me. That is the tie that's binding you to it. That's that evil tie. It's that tie of wanting you to stay corrupted, wanting you to stay in a space where you're broken, wanting you to stay in a space where you are vulnerable enough to keep putting up with this shit. Because it's not tied into nothing that's good for you. The narcissist, all they're doing is taking advantage of that demonic, evil, spiritual, invisible tie, whatever. They use that to their advantage. Because just like, I know it's going to be deep. Now listen to your system. Just like when you are dealing with an individual, right? And you got that intuition. Have you ever done that? Let me know, fam. I know I can't be the only one. You know how you meet someone, you have an intuition about them right off the bat? You know what I'm saying? And I'm not, with narcissists, you have clues. But I'm just saying, usually, just normally, you met someone and you're like, something there don't feel right about this person, right? Something about them don't sit right in my spirit. I don't know about them. That's that connection, right? And we can use that to our advantage, but when you're narcissistic and you're low down and toxic, you use it to hinder people. You use them to hurt people. You use it to keep them down at the bottom, because they're at the bottom, of course, and they just use that as a trap. Let me tell you something, story time. I told you, I think a while back, I was dating someone for a brief moment, and I found out he had a little bit of tendencies. Now, I don't know if he's full narcissistic, but I'm sure that I seen red flags, blue flags, purple flags. Hell, I seen the national flag, Canada flag. I seen every flag there was, right? But anyway, I started seeing all kind of flags. And in the story I'm telling you, I remember that for a minute when we were dealing with each other, he would do little things I didn't like, and I would automatically back off. Like, I ain't got time for this shit, which I don't. And it seemed like every single time I got to a point where I was like, I'm not dealing with this. And you know what I'm saying? And it wasn't even a deep relationship. It was more just, we were cool. But regardless of what, I noticed that every single time I would say, okay, well, this right here is not going to work for me. And that's what narcissists do for you. They help you get stronger. So when you do meet people, like I said, when I started seeing this person, every time that he would do, and I'm not going to say every time because it wasn't a lot, but the few times that I noticed little things, it was little things, I would say, that's not going to work for me. And I would back away. And that's what I'm going to do. And that's what I would suggest that you all do. And it seemed like every time that I would do that, it was like something would go off in his brain and be like, try to go talk to her again. Now, eventually it didn't work out like that. Because I ain't got time for no bipolar, crazy motherfucker. Had enough of that in my life. But I'm just giving you that story to say that that's a tie that it's like they know. They have this intuition about you. That when you're healing or you getting tired of the shit or whatever, now I got to go back and try to pull them back in again. After I've done all this other bullshit. I've done everything you can think of. But now I'm going to come back and pull at them because I can feel my bond with them, my control over them is loosening or it's gone. Let me go back and try to see if I can. And then as soon as they get you back on that thing again, if you fall for it, what do, fam? They do you the same way how they do you worse. Their situation always gets worse and worse because they say, oh, well, shit, now I know what I can do to get you back. We got to be able to wing that out and be strong enough not to keep dealing with it. Now, I know it's not easy because we always go back at least once or twice. Most of us, and like me, your sister went back 478 times. Plus 2 more times on the holiday. But anyway, don't do it. Because at the end of the day, they just tug on this invisible string that you can't even see. Emotional tie, spiritual tie, whatever. That's why I keep telling you all the time. Keep yourself prayed up. You believe in God, whatever, Jesus, whatever you need to do. Keep yourself prayed up because that is the only thing that I come to realize, and I've learned through this journey, that really keeps that at bay. Because let me tell you something. Nothing evil that comes from a place like that, being connected to something higher that's good, is automatically a repellent. It's a repellent. You know how that goes. They don't like nothing good. So if you keep that close to you and close to your heart, and it ain't easy, you got to go through what you got to go through, eventually you'll find out that person will say, okay, you know what? This is not the place I need to try to do this anymore. Now I need to go on and do other things. And even if they're with a new supply, they'll go back and start doing stuff with their new supply, whatever. But it's just about keeping you in that position. Trying to keep you at a certain level so that way you don't fully heal or you don't fully go on and recognize all the things that you are supposed to and deserve to have. Trust me, you gotta stay prayed up. Listen to your sister. I love you so much. You're phenomenal, amazing people. Don't fall for the bullshit. They have an invisible string tied to so many other things, like I said, that we can't even see. But you better trust your intuition as well. Your intuition didn't lie to you from the beginning, and it ain't lying to you now. Your sister loves you so much. You're amazing. Bye.